No mercy, no respite!
Hello everyone, Josh MC2000 here. Today I've got a video for you all, and it's going to be the next part of Warhammer War Journal. So let's start getting into what I've been up to this month then for Warhammer. Now, I've been working on it a lot less. I've been working on it mostly in the weekends, in between uni work, just using it as a chill. First off, well, there was a bit of an issue with the Hatchet magazine this month. I was supposed to be getting issues 15, 16, 17, and 18 kind of February-ish. Like, I was meant to be getting them earlier than I got them. I've literally just got them now. And we are at, like, the 24th. So, you know, we're just about to head into March. So I was planning, hey, you know what? This month, I'll do a big video on Necrons. I'll do everything I've done with my Necrons over the course of the last month or so. And I'll also do the new stuff, because we've got some good models amongst this. We've got some flayed ones and we've got some cryptech. I'm not sure. Some kind of crypt thing. I'm not too sure what the actual name is right now, as well as some other little bits. But that didn't happen. Instead, we ended up getting the later issues. We got 19 to 22. And this included the Skitarii Rangers, which was a surprise, because I wasn't expecting to get the Skitarii yet. I was expecting them to be at least another month out. But yeah, I finished off the Necrons that we had. I did the painting that I was planning to do, and I've also been doing some Skitarii. So they're like the main things that we're going to be discussing.
We come to destroy the enemies of the dynasty.
Okay, so Necrons. What you got here is, these aren't photographs done with my actual camera. I apologise about that. I know it's not quite as nice as using the actual camera. These are done on my phone, and I did these as I was going through each step of painting them. The reason why I did this was because it was easier than having my actual camera out, and, you know, because I don't want to get that camera damaged or get paint on it or the like, so there we are. So, the first unit we have is a Necron Overlord. This is the Scythe variant, and I think this is probably my favourite Necron unit that I have so far. I love this miniature, just really good, and I can't wait for him to be fully painted up. So this is what he's looked like here. I'm just going to show you a quick little thing of all of his different phases through his development, and then I'll do a finished nice picture with how he looks now. Bear in mind he's not finished. That's the same with all these Necrons. I need some kind of there's a green paint that you put on the white here that you can see, and it gives it this like plasma looking glow, which is meant to look really nice. So yeah, as you know, I haven't got to doing that yet, because I'm still waiting on the stuff from the Imperium collection. And I'm also waiting on, like, there's another layer paint, I think, that I'll be given that gives it the colour of that particular dynasty. I nearly said chapter then, we're not talking about Space Marines. Okay, so next we've got a bunch of warriors. I've got about 13 warriors. And I think Imperium's going to have even more warriors. I think there's another 10 warriors. So I think potentially I could end up with like 23 warriors or something stupid. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, but the Necron army is a big army. It's about the same size as like the joint Imperium faction in this collection. So I'm expecting a lot of troops. And you know what? I actually liked making the Necron warriors, so I don't mind the fact we're getting 10 more of these lads. So I'm looking forward to getting those, and that's how these lads are looking. These are probably the most complete looking of all the Necrons I have so far, and I really like them. I think they look impressive in a crowd. Actually, to be honest, on the subject of paint jobs, all these Necrons look really nice. I'm really happy with how all of these have come out. Now, on to the next unit. We have a Scorponok Destroyer. So yeah, these guys, I really like these guys as well. And the magazine, they were a brilliant saving on these guys for the magazine. There's some pretty tough guy melee units, so I'm looking forward to seeing how these lads play. Honestly, I'll get into this probably next month, but I'm hoping to get some games in soon. Oh, hello, we almost forgot a HQ choice. Here's a Royal Warden. Now, I also like this guy. Honestly, I just like all the Necron models. They all look really nice. I think I've done a decent job of painting all of them. I think I like how they've all come out so far. Bear in mind, like most of the Imperium stuff, they're not actually finished yet. So there we are. I do believe that is a rundown of all the Necrons that we have of current. I will have more on the go soon. And you know what? I'm looking forward to doing some really nice big army shots with these lads, because we've got some terrain now, so we can start doing some army shots, I think. So, next, let's discuss Skitarii Rangers. Skitarii Rangers. Now, the reason why I say Skitarii Rangers is because they're the only AdMech troops I have at the moment. I think we have an HQ choice coming later on down the line, which, I think like the Space Marines and the Necrons, we're going to have a couple of HQ choices actually, I think, looking at it. But these guys are kind of like the foot soldiers, and I've honestly really enjoyed doing these guys up. You'll notice that I've actually put Agrax Earthshade on them, despite the fact that I said in the previous video I don't like the way it looks on minis. As of the moment, I would like to retract that statement for AdMech units, because I like the way it looks on the Lead Belcher. It just gives them a very nice look. They look well worn. One thing you'll notice is with the cape as well, I went back in and redid the cape with corn red, so they look a little bit brighter than the rest of the metal. But that's a nice look. That's how I like it. So yeah, these are my Skitarii Rangers. So I'm gonna have a small contingent of AdMech. Now I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with this Imperium army, the way the Imperium army works, because if I was to field it as it is in the collection, that's like 3 armies I'm trying to juggle, 3 different sets of rules, and I could see myself quite easily getting confused. So what I might do is break them up and use them for different size games, because I think we're going to get a small amount of sisters and a small amount of AdMech, with the main focus being on Marines. So, I'll have potentially 2 armies that I can field for bigger games, and another 2 small armies at the Imperium collection. Okay, right, speaking of Marines, let's get on with what I've been doing. I've painted up the Assault Intercessors for my Ultramarines, and I've also cleaned up those previous units. My Primaris Lieutenant doesn't look so awful anymore. He actually looks somewhat palatable, which I'm happy, because it means I haven't got to muck about repainting him. Just a little bit of cleanup work was all that was needed. I think I was mildly overreacting. He's definitely looking a lot nicer now. I think they all are, to be honest. Definitely looking forward to getting these guys carried on with to the point where they're finished. And finally, just briefly, we're just going to talk over Blood Ravens. Not got much progress for Blood Ravens, and I have no progress whatsoever for Death Guard this month. So, Blood Ravens, I have the Intercessors built now. That's one less thing in my pile of shame. So I need to paint them. I need to paint all my Blood Ravens and all my Death Guard, with the exception of the Blight Hauler, but even then it needs some finishing touches. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. That's everything for this month, I do believe. Okay, so guys, that was the video for February, and yes, I am aware it's coming out in April. The actual video for this month, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be going through each of the armies and the models. It's kind of more of a general chat, and I do apologise it's took me so long to get this out. I talk a little bit more about that in the upcoming video, which is going to be up after this one. And that will be up after this one, because I'm doing my damnedest to make sure they both get edited within at least this week. I'm not letting that happen again, because that was bloody embarrassing. So basically what happened was, essentially, I originally planned to bin the February video because I wasn't very happy with it, but after recording the more recent video, I even said in the recent video I binned the February video because I wasn't happy with it, but after recording that, I've gone back and looked at it again, and I'm thinking, actually, yeah, this is salvageable. We can do something with this. So yeah, you're getting 2 videos. I apologise, this one's a little bit out of date, but unfortunately it can't be helped. I hope you guys enjoyed the video nevertheless, and I'll see you with the next part shortly.